Okay, I feel like I'm just gonna have to make a disclaimer on this last part. I don't condone, or let me try to rephrase that. I do not want you to commit an illegal act. Unless you're forced to by another criminal, like if he puts you at gunpoint, said, hey, rob this guy, then you practically have no choice, because then you're gonna die, but but that's kind of unrealistic. But what I'm saying is that I don't want people to break the law, and, like, piracy and stuff, yeah, that's bad, but, like, let me go to the thing. So, apparently, these guys were supposedly, basically an illegal repair shop. I don't really know what they were for, like, I don't know what they sold or anything, like, the article didn't mention anything, but considering the current time, I'm gonna assume that they sold Switch stuff. Now, but let me tell you something, you know how, like, there's a thing where, like, it's kinda like it's basically become a cliche in the Nintendo community where the piracy. Remember, I'm not trying to encourage piracy or anything. Do not pirate. The only time you can pirate is when you are a pirate. But basically what I'm saying is that due to Nintendo's absolute harshness to its fans and basically just overall variable level of weird, questionable games and quality, this is probably why Nintendo games and stuff are pirated so much. I mean, seriously. So, like, these guys were basically giving out repairs or parts to repair your Nintendo Switch system. Now, if you were to break your Switch, the only way I believe you could actually, like, fix it is to just buy another Switch. Yeah, to buy another Switch. I had an old 3DS that broke. I couldn't get it fixed. My parents had to buy me a whole new one. And that's the problem. Nintendo only fixes certain aspects of their consoles, like, we'll fix Joy-Cons, but what if the screen cracks? Buy another Switch. Yeah, like, and then with the whole thing, game availability and, like, what's it called? Preservation, like, all that stuff is just thrown under the bus by Nintendo. This is why fans keep fan games. This is why all this piracy happens. The piracy is a bad thing. The fan games are actually pretty cool. Piracy is bad. But with fan games, like, sure, it could be illegal, but, like, fan games aren't even being sold. They aren't even your idea. Sure, they are inspired and sometimes, like, basically, like, they share from ideas from some of Nintendo stuff. But, like, the stories and everything, those are not your ideas on the fan game. Like, Pokemon Uranium. Sure, it shares the Pokemon name, but other than that, it's a completely fresh story. Oh, sure. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to encourage illegal acts, but I'm not trying to defend Nintendo's absolute weirdness of quality and actual emotion towards anyone. Like, seriously, they do some of the weirdest things and make some of the weirdest games. But that's just a thing for some other time. Let's go back to Gary Bowser. So, basically, all these guys were arrested. I think Gary himself was given a 5-year prison sentence. So, I'm pretty sure it's federal prison and not state, since he committed piracy. But, like, if he ends up going to state, which I highly disbelieve, well, again, either way, he's gonna end up with terrible people. If he were going to state prison, let's just say some really bad things would happen to him. If he goes to federal prison, it's a little better, but not that much. So, basically all around for, like, I am not trying to encourage